everybody. Thank you for coming to my channel if this is your first time, and welcome back if you've been here before. Today I'm doing something a little different. I'm just doing a video on something that I've been thinking about, and that is a lesson, a good lesson that I learned through my mother's death. Um, Now, I received a lot of support, through the grieving process, and I'm still grieving. And it's been how long? 2.5 years? Doesn't feel like that. It feels like it just happened. But one of the things that I learned, simply put, is that you only have one life. Um, and you can't wait for it to be perfect. You can't wait until all your ducks are in a row, that your health is perfect and your job is perfect and your home life is perfect and your wardrobe is perfect and your tarot collection is perfect. Whatever. You can't wait until there's no suffering before you reach for joy. I saw my mother's decline. There was a last time she was in her own home. There was a last time that she breathed without an oxygen machine. There was a last time that she walked. There was a last time she had the use of her arms. And through that process, to see someone just losing one thing after another, it just reminds me, it just drove home that you only have one life, and you don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. You don't know if you're going to have it tomorrow. And you can't wait to live your life. You can't wait for happiness and joy until everything is okay. Because more often than not, everything's not going to be okay. There's going to be something wrong, something that you're struggling with, something that's weighing on you, whether it's health or financial or personal, career. Nothing's going to ever be perfect, for a time for you're like, everything's perfect. I can now be happy. I can now seek joy. I can now seek out those things that will bring me joy. Don't do that. Don't, I am now 47 years old, and that happened in a blink of an eye. I still remember being a child, and life goes by so quickly, and you can't wait for happiness. You can't put it off. Do not put off your own happiness, for other people, for the right time. You need to drive forward with passion. You need to push through the struggles in order to find yourself, to be yourself, to love yourself, and to be happy, to have those happy moments. We're never 100% happy, rarely. We're 100% happy with our lives. And there's always going to be struggles, but even if there's just small moments in your day that you can give just to yourself, do that for yourself. If you are too busy for anything else, a walk, a bubble bath, a time to meditate, lighting a candle, anything that you could do to bring attention to your own value, your own worth, and the worth of your happiness. Now, I pulled two cards out to sort of symbolize this for me. And so I pulled out the Knight of Wands and the World card. And for me, the Knight of Wands, is passionate and going forward and knows what they want. And the world is wholeness. It's what we all want. We're all trying to be whole. We're all trying to find meaning and purpose and love and happiness. And sometimes you can't wait till the perfect world, because there is no perfect world. Things are hard now. Things are really hard now politically. and which affects a lot of people. Me being, bisexual, I've been embracing my queerness. I have trans friends, and now they're just being erased from memory. Um, there is economic uncertainty. There is erasure of ideas of, like, you can't talk about racism, if you receive, government subsidies or something like that. You Anyway, there's a lot going on right now, and I'll get off my soapbox because you know what's going on. And we can't wait for the world to be perfect for us to seek out those moments of happiness. Be yourself. Don't change yourself. Don't put yourself on hold for other people. Be yourself enough to love yourself. Put yourself first sometimes, because not everyone does that. Not everyone's going to put you first. And you have to sometimes put yourself first. And that's what I learned seeing my mom. She would put off things. She's like, oh, well, I'm just too tired today. I'll do that another day. I'll do that another day. Next week. I'll do that next week. When I'm feeling better, I'll do it then. Never happened. Never happened. She could have enjoyed those small moments even when she was declining, and she chose not to. And even my father-in-law, he wanted to travel to Germany. That was his dream, was to visit Germany. He says, when I retire, I'll go to Germany. I'll put it off until I retire. Then I'll go to Germany. Well, he retired, and then he got cancer. He never made it to Germany. Now, I'm not saying everyone has the financial wherewithal to go to Germany. I'm not saying that. But there are things that you can do to, dreams, small dreams that you can have for yourself. Small wishes and aspirations and passions. Even if it's just taking those moments for yourself to say, I am worth this. I am worth this. And my mom was worth it. She was worth those moments of happiness. And I'm not saying she was a miserable person. My mother could laugh. She was a laughing woman. She found joy, even when she was suffering. She did. And so I'm not saying she was a miserable person, but I do know that there were days when she could have gone out, left her room to go see the Christmas tree down the hall, go see the birds that are down the hall. She wouldn't do it. And I don't want to be that person. I don't want to wait to see the Christmas tree. I don't want to put off hearing the birds sing. Just because, I don't know, because you think you have tomorrow. You think you always have tomorrow, and then eventually you don't. And so my lesson, the hard lesson I learned through my mother's death, is that you only have one life. And it is up to you. Only you can make it about you enough for your own happiness. So seek out that joy and that happiness, when you can, where you can. And be yourself, don't put yourself on a shelf, for other people. Don't say, well, this is my life. This is the life I chose, so I guess I'm stuck with it. Well, no, not completely. And I know there's conditions that make this extremely difficult, like having chronic, mental illness. That is a hurdle that makes seeking joy and happiness some days impossible. But some days it's going to be less impossible. And it's those days you have to steal the moment to breathe, to have those moments of silence, of peace. So seek your own peace. when you can, if you can. And I'm not saying it's easy. It's not. It is not easy, especially when things are hard. But you have to do it because you only have one life. So that's all I have for today. So I hope you have a good evening.